Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a front window regulator on this 2003 Honda CR-V. When a window regulator goes, you usually hear a popping noise followed by somewhat of a grinding noise. And if you don't hear that, then usually it's when you can hear your window trying to do something, but your window does not go up or down. Also, a good sign that the regulator is broken is if you can move your window up and down by hand. Tools you'll need are flat blade screwdriver, a small flat blade screwdriver, as well as a Phillips screwdriver, and a 10mm socket with a ratchet and extension.
Okay, you're going to want to remove this trim piece. Okay, there's a little clip right here. Push in at the center. Okay, that allows that to be pulled out. Small screwdriver. There's a trim panel back in here. You want to kind of put the screwdriver in and pry that out. 2 Phillips screws to remove there. Carefully with the flat blade screwdriver, pry up on your switch panel here. Okay, and then you will see me remove 2 Phillips screws right underneath the armrest. Okay, lift this up. There's a button on the back side of your mirror switch. Press the button. And work this connector out. Okay, pull it up some. There's a green button on your window switch. You may want to use a little screwdriver. Push that green button in firmly and work that panel right up and out. And now let's remove our 4 screws.
I'll fast forward here as we remove the 2 screws that were in behind that trim panel on the door handle, and then the 2 screws that are hidden up under the armrest or the door pull area.
Okay, you'll need to pull your door handle out here. Okay, there's a little button for the connection for your power lock. Press that button and disconnect your power locks. Then there's a little clip back here. Flip that clip off. Okay, and pull this rod up. And your door panel comes out. Your door handle comes out. Okay, once that's all set, you can start at the top corner, pull firmly, and try and work your fingers down. And there's a series of clips that hold the door panel to the door. Okay. And once you have it released, lift up. Okay, as you pull the panel away, so this is your trunk or rear. Let's see, rear hatch release. Oh, this is rear hatch release. Just kind of push on the brown tab to the side. Okay, that disconnects. There are 2 connectors here. This one already came out. If you insert your screwdriver, basically right in here under the tabs are lined up with this. So you just come right under here. Insert your screwdriver on this side, pull up, that comes out. Okay, and your door panel is free.
And I'm in fast forward here as actually I am slowly pulling the water shield off, and the stuff that holds it on is kind of gooey, sticky, stringy, so I just kind of cut it with my hand and stick it back onto the water shield. Just pull it down and let the bottom still stick to the door.
Okay, when your window regulator breaks, normally when you press the button, you'll hear hear the motor running and kind of a grinding noise. And usually when the window regulator breaks, you can actually grab onto your window and move it up and down by hand. And you want to move it down until it's basically kind of in that semi-down position. And then through these holes, there's two 10mm bolts. You want to remove those two bolts.
And we'll fast forward as I use a 10mm socket, a ratchet, and an extension to remove those two bolts.
And you just lift your window right up. And I just secure it up there with some painter's tape. Okay, here's your connector for the power window, and you want to just press a little button right here and pull that up and out. Reach in through here, or actually just take your little screwdriver and you want to pull this clip out. Okay, going from the top, release one of the teeth, and then the bottom. Okay, comes out. Then there's another connector right here, or another pin. Just push it, squeeze it with your fingers. Pull it through. And then you're going to want to remove these two bolts and this bolt, and then loosen this one and these three up here.
And I'll fast forward again as I use a 10mm socket and ratchet to remove the 3 bolts and loosen the 4 others.
Okay, come here, grab this and pull this rail out. And you can reach in here and pull your window motor out. You probably want to pull out of its clip there. Give yourself a little extra room. And pull the regulator motor assembly right out. So my original regulator, new assembly from Warning Auto. Okay, basically all the same. Has a metal bracket up here for the window to mount to rather than a plastic. Not a big difference. The connector is going to connect just like the original. Even has the clip on it and everything. And the only thing we're going to want to do is take you'll want to take this bolt out of your regulator, and then the 3 bolts out of the motor, you'll want to take them out and start them into the new one.
And I'll put it in high gear here, as like I said, I just take you basically take the bolts that go into the slots and slide in. You take them out of the old regulator and put them into the new regulator so that you can hang the regulator up in there when you get it into the door.
Okay, once you have those all in, you want to put the regulator in, put the motor in. Okay, reach through, keep the motor in there. Reach through with your hand, grab the motor, hang the regulator up in place right there first, then pull the motor up here. Put it in place.
And I'll speed up here as I start to tighten up the 3 bolts that hold the motor in place, as well as reconnect the lead for the power window motor.
Just put the rail in place here. Start this bolt up here. Start these bolts down here.
Okay, fast forward again as I start those bolts in and tighten them up. One note, the bolts that come out of the door, you'll notice there's two longer ones and then 4 or 3 smaller ones. The smaller ones are what hold the regulator in. The longer ones are what hold the window to the regulator.
I'm going to take the tape off the window. Okay. Let it slide down slowly into place. Okay, and then bolt this back in.
And I'll speed up here as I put those 2 bolts that hold the window to the regulator track. And again, as I said before, these are the longer bolts that you want to use for this step.
Okay, and now you can actually do a quick test. Plug your harness or your switch back in. Turn the key on. As you can see, it works just fine.
Okay, make sure you remove that switch, get the inner latch rod back up in place and clipped in place, and then put your water shield back up in place and you're ready to put the door panel back on.
We install a door panel. I'm going to push the window harness up and through, and then put these clips back in. Okay, also my mirror harness, make sure that's up and through. Plug in my rear hatch switch down here. I know you can't see that, but okay, and then make sure that your lock goes through. Push the panel against the windowsill and down. Okay, engage the clips around the outside, which is a little bit more than just using the back of your hand.
I'm just going to fast forward here as I now put the 2 Phillips screws that go up under the door pull. It's kind of a matter of just putting them up in there and getting them started and going and tighten them up nice and firm.
Okay, kind of hold on to the window harness. Put the panel down in. Connect it, and connect your mirror harness. Kind of work this down and in, and lock it into place. Your door handle, connect your power door lock switch first. Okay. Pull this clip back a little bit, pull your rod out, and kind of get it into the hole. Okay, push it down in. Okay, and put that on. Put that in.
And a little bit of fast motion here again as I just use a Phillips screwdriver and put in those 2 screws that hold that door handle in place.
Okay. Take your little trap door. It's got 2 kind of clips at the bottom. That's the bottom side. Put that in, push it right in. Okay, and then this panel, put the kind of the bottom down in. Okay, take this clip, push the center back through. Okay, put it in. And then just push the center flush to lock it.
We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.